If you guys are here after the fact and you just want to watch your sign, that'll be timestamped down below. Please make sure you guys are only taking what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, do not try to make it resonate. Please make sure you guys are also liking, comment, subscribing, sharing. I would like to try to hit the watch hours before they change them in February. So if you guys can watch this all the way through, share it with other people so that they can watch it, I'd really appreciate it. What else? Whenever this message pops up on your newsfeed, it is meant for you. These messages are timeless. You guys can apply this to your sun, moon, Venus, or rising placements. If you guys would like to purchase a reading, that information is also available down below. Okay. All right. That's always such a mouthful. But let's start with Virgo. Today we're doing love readings. Virgo, I don't know if like you're feeling like your love life has been pretty stale. That's kind of what I'm getting. Or like you're tired of it. Maybe it's like more like friends with benefits. Hey, Jamike. So it's definitely like when you're friends with benefits, even if like you're in a relationship with them, sometimes it's more so like the romantic aspect is not being met with, where it's kind of like roommates, what I'm kind of feeling here. Okay, interesting. Wow, this person here has a lot going on. Okay, so let's see. I do believe this person thinks that, yeah, right, it is 2. For me, it's 12:02, but 2-2. So this is a soulmate connection for you, Virgo. Soulmate does not necessarily mean you have to be with them forever, though. Soulmates are, we have multiple soulmate connections. It can be platonic, it can be romantic. Soulmates are meant to help guide us through certain time periods of our life, right? I think this person, they do find you very attractive. I think that you also trigger them. I think things comes easily to you than they like. Things come more easily to you than to them, and sometimes that can make them feel a certain type of way. I don't know if like you're like you're better at making friends, or like you're better at like money, like you could be better at money than this person. There's a lot of things that you're just like better at than this person naturally. Like I don't think you really try, and I think this person is triggered by you, and so naturally like what started off as like adoration and love and like respect, right, has a little bit turned into resentment, because if they're not doing anything to work on themselves, or like if they stop admiring that about you, it turns into resentment. Can we clarify this here for Virgo? You guys could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. It did pop up fire sign. One more. I don't know if there's somebody else here in the picture. Let's ask. Is there 2 people here for Virgo? I don't know if like, okay. I don't know if this is like this person's own insecurity, or like if you really do have somebody here, but there is a perceived essence of somebody being here. So I don't know if like this person is afraid that you're going to leave them for somebody. And sometimes when people are scared of that, they can manifest that, right? Because they're not, oh, well, you're just going to leave me anyway. So then they don't do the things to like want to keep you, right? Like they're just like, it's not a big deal to them. So there's like they're causing their own like downfall of this relationship, because they're just like, oh, you're gonna find somebody maybe more compatible, maybe more like, I don't know why this person is like really, they're very insecure about their looks, where they feel like you can have an abundance of people, why would you pick me? So this person has low self-esteem. I'm not saying you're making this person feel this way. This is how this person feels because of you in a way. But I feel like they would be like that with anybody who they really liked, which is crazy. If they could just go back to like their original feelings about like why they really fell for you, I think this person could like be really, sometimes you have to lose something in order to really appreciate it. And if you lose it and you don't even really care about it, then you never really wanted it, right? Like it was nothing to you. I want to say like this, because I believe you're not really talking to anybody. I believe this person believes you have options, which is actually true. I do believe you have options. I don't think you're actually going to take anything up, like you're not taking anybody up on these options, but this person is just very insecure about that. Is there anything really you can do about that at that point? Because you can't change how somebody views it. Like if you're an attractive person, people will be attracted to you. But at the same time, it's not like you don't want this person. Like you're in a committed, loving relationship with this person, but it's because of this person's ego, and like it's like their own downfall, where they're like, oh, okay, yeah, Virgo's obviously gonna leave me. They don't really want me, even though I'm not saying it makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but to this person, that's their logic, and they're self-sabotaging this connection. Slowly but surely. Like that's why, like in the beginning, where I felt like, I don't know if you're living with this person or it's like you've been with them for a very long time. That is this Knight of Pentacles here, but there is just like this long-standingness of this relationship where this person has just grown insecure. Maybe you've grown as a person. Maybe this person hasn't. That's interesting. That's coming through. I don't know why, but this person wants to humble you. I don't think you need to be humbled. When somebody wants to humble you in a relationship, walk away. Yeah, literally, the Fool card came out. And it landed on a fire sign. So maybe there's somebody here that does want a new beginning here with you. Aries, they could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Heavy on the Aries, because that's this card. I think you rejected this person already. I think you walked away. I think you were like, no, this is not for me. But, oh my God, there's a lot of judgment. I just feel this judgment here. Virgo, at the end of the day, you should be with somebody who loves and appreciates you and is not threatened by you or threatened by what you have to offer, right? You are very successful, very beautiful. You have a lot going on for you, and I wouldn't want you to like put your life on hold for somebody who can't appreciate that when they have it, right? Like they have it. So just be aware. Okay, let's get advice. I think you have a lot of people telling you about this, Virgo, like telling you, oops. There was gratitude that came up. Sometimes it is just like having gratitude, like accepting this relationship for what it was and like appreciating it and just moving on. We have be present. You are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It is time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life fully again. Sometimes we can not want to accept the truth for what it really is, right? When we have somebody who is constantly like making us feel some type of way instead of being understanding. And when that happens, it's like when we think we're the problem, we're like, no. Hi, UFO. When that happens, it's more so like, why are you always constantly... A true friend will like always call you out on your shit, right? But at the same time, it's like there's love and like if you're going through it, like there's love and understanding. Like if you're going through something really good and they're pointing out something that you did that's wrong, that's not like a true friend, right? Where it's like, or a true lover. A true lover should have your back. I don't feel like this person has your back. I think they're very self-centered. I feel like they wish they got the attention that you got. Even if they do, I don't even know if this person might get attention and like they're just too dense to realize it, right? They're kind of, they seem a little thick to me. But I'm moving on from that. Good luck to you guys, Virgo. Libra, you guys are next. I'm definitely hearing for you, Libra, it's like about time. So I don't know if like you've been, like if you met somebody who's like treating you right, where you're just like really happy, but you're like, it's about time. You're really ecstatic about this. This feels too good to be true almost came out. So let's see what else we have. Okay. Oh, you make me want to be a better person. This person has good intentions. Oops. They could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This person is very compassionate, very understanding. I wonder if this is, what did I tell you? This feels too good to be true. That did come out. That's like extra confirmation. But it's like sometimes where, you know what, this is actually what is meant, like what you believe it to be, like what it is that you want. And you deserve more. This person thinks very highly of you. They are just enamored with you. I could say that. They appreciate you. They have like a really good time with you. They want to know what's next. I think they're waiting on you. I don't know if like you just got out of a toxic relationship or like you're just like in a period of waiting. I do feel like there is a period of waiting here. I feel like this person is very grounded. They don't have to be an earth sign, but they could have it in their charts. But I feel like this person is very grounded. They don't let like, they're not an overthinker. They're very much like, okay, I like this person and I know they like me and I'm just gonna wait until they are ready to come and approach me. This person, I think when you guys get together, you're gonna be able to grow something very natural. Like it comes easy for both of you guys. It's very healing. I wanna say that as well. Sometimes you're just like, I don't know if like when you're with this person, you're waiting for like the other shoe to drop. Like they're telling you like they have like a whole secret family, or it's like something like that, or like, why is this person so good to me? Why are they so kind? That's a trauma response, by the way. Like when you're waiting for like what's really up with this person? You deserve more. So Queen of Coins came out. Oh, sorry, guys. Cannot show cards with no clothes on them. But there is very much like, I think you have created like your own sanctuary, meaning you're very protected. You are very, you have like a nurturing environment, right, around you. And you are also healing. You heal yourself and you heal other people, Libra. And there is just like somebody here who is like, they feel like they hit the jackpot. Like they're like, wow, Libra is the prize. I'm so glad I'm with them. This person would be devastated if they lost you. Like it would be like, all my fun, everything is gone. Like there's just no, I don't want to say no reason to live. Like they really just, they have a life. I don't know if they build this life with you, but they want to build this life with you. They can't imagine building this life with anybody else but you. Their friends and their family, I don't know if you've known this person for a very long time, like but their friends and their family, they ask about you. They're like, I feel like maybe this person who might come in with some commitment really soon, but more so where it's like they have a lot to offer you and they only want to offer it to you. I feel like this person might feel like you have like a lot of offers. Typically, I would not get this from this card, but that's how I'm feeling. Four of Cups in the reverse, where it's like this person is not limited. They don't feel like you make them feel limited. They have a lot to offer. Four of Cups is like they're not missing out on this opportunity. They are attaching in a way where it's like they want to spend the rest of their life with you. Empress. That's how they see you. They see you as someone who's I'm not going to hold up the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Coins, because she doesn't have any clothes, but anyways, the Empress is like, you are a mother, you are healing, you are all knowing, right? This is literally Mother Teresa, or Mother Mary, whatever it is. At the end of the day, like someone like this is like, this person can see having children with you. You're just very calm. Things do not upset you, and they really do appreciate that. Like maybe things in the past used to upset them a lot, where they were just like, they didn't know how to handle themselves, but they're like, no, you taught them a lot. You have. This is a very nice energy. I love that for you, Libra. You deserve it. Let's get advice. I don't know if you really need any. I think you're just like very content with this person. You're very happy. As in like, what's there to like hate about it, right? We have authenticity. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. I already think you're authentic. I think that this person knows you're authentic, and that's why like they are so attracted to you. Okay, next we have Scorpio. Scorpio, hold on, let me do the timestamp. Okay, Scorpio, I'm definitely feeling some doubt here, and it's just like leaving you confused, like wondering like what's next, like what's happening. I do think you want some reassurance, like maybe you need some reassurance. Sorry. Okay. I think that there's some things in the past that you might have let slide, or, you know, you just didn't think were a big deal because you're trying to give like grace or understanding or whatever. But like right now, there's like a hard knock on the door where it's like you're waking up and you're like, this is not okay, this is not all right, this is not what I want. Because as time moves on, you're just like, this is not how I envisioned my life. I think you've been very patient, but there is just like, again, I'm sensing doubt. Okay, so the first energy that we have that's coming up is, I thought we had more time. I want to marry you, and pick me energy, which is interesting because it's like, let's pull this one. Capricorn energy, that makes a lot of sense. Capricorn energy is devil energy. You guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, but devil energy isn't necessarily bad. It's just like the yang of stuff. So you have yin and yang, light and dark. So this is the dark part. Where you have to just go through things. I think this person is hoping that once they go through whatever it is that they have to go through, then you will be there at the end of it. But at the same time, I think you've been very patient with this person, understandably. I don't know how long, but I feel like you have been very patient. And so it gets to a point where, like, when do you say enough is enough, right? And we still have more cards to go. Like, I feel like, because we do have this pick me energy, I feel like this person wants you to pick them. I feel like you want this person to pick you. But I think this person is being very unrealistic in the time manner that you want them to pick. You want to be picked. I think that you've been very patient. And that's where the doubt comes in, because sometimes it's like, how long can you wait? How long can you realistically wait for something? Because sometimes I get to a point too, I almost said that, Scorpio, where, yeah, how long can you wait for something? Soulmate's what's hidden, but I pulled it out. And I feel like that's what this person, like, you guys are soulmates. And I can say this, where I know this to be true. Soulmates does not mean, soulmates are meant to help you through things. Soulmates can be your friends, your family members. It is just like, that's what it is. And how can I say this where it's like, this person did not mean to hurt. Like the other two cards that came out was, I didn't mean to hurt you, and meeting the family. And in this deck, I don't know why, but I didn't realize, but like, it's split. I don't know why I wrote it like that, but like me and Anne are like, that's supposed to be mean, but they're split. And this person is just kind of very self-centered, and in a way that I don't think he, like, I guess this is a he, but this is a masculine energy where they don't realize their actions are affecting other people. So I don't know if like this is like a youngest sibling energy, or an only child sibling energy, or either an only, if they're a man, an only man, or an only daughter, like, because those two can kind of be the same, unless like you're the oldest. It kind of varies, but it's something like that kind of energy, where I don't know. Okay, I'm getting this energy like where they are the youngest. They are the youngest, and it's just like maybe they see the relationships that they're not really good relationships, right? Like they don't want that relationship, like where maybe like they can see like their brothers and sisters having affairs or stepping out on their partner, and they're just like, oh no, I don't want to do that, so I'm just not going to get married, because they actually believe in like the sanctity of marriage, right? Where like that's what it is. And I think sometimes, a lot of the times, people can get confused they think of marriage as like an end goal. Oh, well, I'm married, right? So if I'm married, I don't have to like, that's it. It's the end of it. Like, it's, the game is done. And then they could do whatever they want. And like, this person just has like a whole, like, how can I say this? Wholesome version of what marriage is, right? And that being said, is just like, it's like they don't know if they could adhere to that. They're like, because I don't have a role model of that. So maybe their parents were not very loyal. Maybe their older siblings were not very loyal, and like are like, I don't want that. So I would rather just not commit. But not knowing, they could be the ones to break the generational curses, because typically when you have knowledge of that information and you realize that's not what I want, absolutely not. You're the one that's supposed to say, okay, I'm going to do it better. I'm going to do it right. And I think this person is just maybe lacking that mentality, because they're just like, I don't want to screw it up as well. I think this person puts a lot of pressure on themselves. I'm doing a lot of talking and I have not even pulled any tarot. Okay, let's pull some tarot. I also feel like this person could like do a lot, like, and they don't really get credit for it, because they just are like, oh, this is what you're supposed to be doing, which is true, which is fair. Like, okay, yeah, you are supposed to be doing the right things in life, right? But it also comes in the sense where they want acknowledgement, especially that this is like a younger sibling, because I do feel like this is like the youngest, where they didn't have, but I don't think the youngest always knows necessarily what the eldest has gone through. Let's just say that. So can we clarify this here for Scorpio? King of Swords. This person 100% sees you as a soulmate. That's a truth that they cannot deny. They will never deny. But at the same time, I think this person throws a temper tantrum whenever they don't get what they want. The High Priestess. They also understand that this is you. This is you, Scorpio. That you are all knowing, all wisdom, where it's just like plants and animals and even people just love you. And this person is just, do you see how they look at you? I guess it's in a different way. Oh, interesting. Because when I have my cards, okay, I guess it's this way. They're both looking at each other. And 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck is crazy energy work. There's a lot of baggage, a lot of drama, a lot of like, it's just a lot that you guys have to go through. Do you want to? Okay. Hierophant means like it is destined. This person has a lot to work through. You cannot help this person work through it. At the same time, nobody will fault you, including this person here, Scorpio, for walking away, because it's not your responsibility. All you could do is have love for people, show love, forgiveness, right? And just hope that they will meet you at that spot one day. Okay, anything else? Let's get advice. So we have depleted. You are overgiving and not taking enough time to rest and rejuvenate. Reevaluate your relationships and commitments, or you may soon risk your health deteriorating in some way. Well, that makes sense. Or it's like if you keep giving yourself to other people when you're not also getting anything in return, you're going to deplete yourself. Pouring from an empty cup. And I can say 100%, like this person would be very understanding if you did decide to walk away, because they would probably walk away as well. Okay, next we have Sagittarius. These readings just take so long. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see. I feel like you guys are waiting for all the facts before you pass judgment. That's coming through very strongly. Okay, that's a lot of information here. So let's start from the beginning, because it's a lot. It's a lot of mixed match energy. Maybe you guys are mixed matching, like you guys cannot understand each other. But we have, I love the way that you are. I love your hair, your smell, your eyes, your smile, your voice, how you dress. This person is obsessed with how you look, essentially, right? This person... Okay, the next card is, I still think about you all the time. Do you think about me? And then it skips to like, okay, I'm stringing you along until something better comes. And I'm dating more than one person. And I'm trying to find info on you, but I can't let you in. Where I think this person is protecting themselves now. I think this person might feel like you have options. Because the way that this person is obsessed with you, Sagittarius, they're just like, there's no way, it cannot just be me. There has to be somebody else more obsessed with than me. Like, because maybe this person does have options. Maybe they're not like new to dating. Like, some people don't like dating. It's a lot of work, right? Like, it is a lot of work. I think that this person is like just kind of used to like having people obsess over them, or like when you didn't obsess over them, it kind of threw them for a loop, and now like they're obsessed over you. Which is interesting, an interesting way to say it. I'm not saying you did this on purpose. I think genuinely, like, maybe, like, you just, like, saw this person for who they were, or, like, what they, like, you know, where it's like, okay, you might have all of this, but at the same time, you have your own things you're working through. You don't really need this person. I think this person is kind of used to, like, other people using them. So let's move on. This person doesn't care, Sagittarius, if like they act a fool, or like they seem like, oh, they're a simp, or if like they're just like, oh, they're whipped or whatever. They really do like you. And it's just like they want to reiterate that, where it's like, you're the one for me. Okay, why is this all mixed up? The 10 of coins. This person quite literally is like, I could build an empire with you. We can do this together. And you just have to choose me. This person wants you to choose them. They want you to stop playing games. The Hangman. They're not stringing you along. They're stringing other people along until you realize that they're the one that you want to be with. This person is giving like a little bit obsessed. How do you feel about this person? I feel like you feel like this person is very independent. They could have like their own life going on at the same time. You want that for yourself, and you have that for yourself. You're not really focused on it. You do have a lot of options yourself. Page of Coins. It's just like you're very nonchalant about this energy. You're like, if it happens, it happens. If not, it's okay. 10 of Swords. Interesting behavior. Because 10 of Swords for me always reminds me of like a victim mentality. But there is just like this one thing that wants to be said, so I'm going to say it. I think you kind of feel the same way about this person. I feel like you are willing to end this relationship now so that you don't get hurt, because maybe you really do like this person. What else do we have here? Aquarius. I'm taking this as for me as a reader, which is like me just telling it as it is, like the truth, where it's like, I forget. Sometimes I cannot show all the cards in the decks but there is definitely here something that, can I just say, this person just loves you so much. And I know that it's just so cliche, but they are enamored with you. They really do love you. I think you hold a lot of power that maybe you don't realize for some reason. I don't know what that could be. 10 of Wands is like maybe something that's happened in the past for you with the Scorpio. Like this is like definitely something that you have to work through, and nobody else can work through that but you, obviously, right? Anything else here? Six of Coins, which I love this energy. Sometimes people can be brought into your life for a reason, and it's because they're meant to bring a blessing into your life. But sometimes when you feel like you're not worthy of that blessing, then you will sabotage it, right? And you're just like, oh my God, okay, no, sorry. And then like you'll think back and like, hey, no, actually this person was kind of a decent person. I should have given them a chance. And I feel like that is this is the long game. I think this person is even willing to play the long game with you. Okay, let's get advice. We have honor yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put in into getting to where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. And that's a crown, like, because you are a king or a queen. You have it together. And even if you don't want to be with this person, just to acknowledge the reason why, like maybe this person could intimidate you. Maybe it makes you feel some type of way. Like there are always reasons for why we don't want to be with somebody. If it's not more so like internal work, just be fair to them, because everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves love, right? Okay, Capricorn is next. 4 signs down. Okay, Capricorn. Okay. I'm definitely, okay, Capricorn, I'm getting this energy where it's like, I don't know if you don't want to pay attention to something, or like a lot of things are happening, like you're kind of ignoring it because like I'm trying to move on. Like there could be like strings pulling you back towards something. Like maybe somebody, like maybe you think you're done with somebody, but they're not done with you. There's this like thing of like needing to be right. Can I just say, like, I don't need to be right about this? Like, so I don't know if like somebody's trying to tell you they don't need to be right. They're maybe trying to apologize for always needing to be right. Okay, this is interesting. So this is someone here who, the first 3 cards are financially irresponsible, I am ashamed of my past, and Netflix and chill. Okay, so I think there is somebody here, and I'm just gonna say this, like, maybe they wanted to be the provider. So typically that is a man, right? Where this is masculine energy, but doesn't have to necessarily be masculine energy. Maybe this could also be a woman who wanted to seem like they have more money. But just for the sake of this scenario, I'm going to go this way because it's easier. And that's what I feel like this person is, like, where it's like, it's really easier. Like, okay, I am the man. I'm going to provide, financially. That is my role. I'm going to do this. Just keep in mind, it could be like, okay, 50-50, like when a woman's supposed to be doing the same thing, if they're okay with that. But at the same time, just the person doesn't have it. So I'm done reversing at this point. So I'm just going to keep it on this part. So this person over here is just like, they are acting like they have the money to provide this lifestyle that maybe you've been accustomed to, like maybe like where they initially signed up to, like maybe initially when they signed up to this relationship, they were able to provide this financial agreement that you guys both decided on together. And now it's gotten to a point where, okay, no, they can't do it anymore. They can't provide it anymore because like some other stuff has happened. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they got a pay cut. Maybe like the economy is just crap right now, right? So there's just like a lot of different factors where like this person has to change their input, where their contribution to the relationship, right? The household. And this person is very kind of ashamed of it. Like they feel like they shouldn't have to. Maybe this person is a little bit older. I want to say like 30, 40, 50. I feel like that's still kind of young, but at that point where it's just like they should already be established. They feel like that. That's what I want to say. I'm not saying they have to. These are their feelings. And so when they have these feelings where it's just like, okay, so I should already have this established, and like it makes them feel a certain type of way when it's not. So this person still does enjoy hanging out with you or spending time with you. So like maybe they're planning things that are maybe a little bit more low key. But not only that, I want to say this person, I feel like this is very, how can I say, childish or like immature. Where like this person would pick fights with you. Like maybe you guys had like a date night planned, and instead of like telling you, hey, sorry, I can't afford it, they're more so like they pick a fight with you. And when they pick this fight, it's so that they don't have to go out with you at all. Like they could just save this money. When I don't think that you are very materialistic at all. I think this person has an ego about themselves, or like they believe like this certain representation, or like they should be able to uphold their side of things. That's a lot of explanation. That makes sense. Let me tell you, the first is I'm still healing. That is how this person is still healing. Because that mindset and that belief, like, or if you're hiding things from your partner, who are you? Like, if you can't be honest with your partner, what are you really doing? At the end of the day, it's not supposed to be like your number one person, the person that you're supposed to be growing with, building with, all that stuff, yada yada. I think this person realizes their mistake. Like maybe I don't think that they feel like you were a gold digger or anything in that way. It was just their ego. And when you have like that big of an ego, like maybe you could have explained, like they could have explained this to you, and just been like, hey, I don't have it. Can we do this? Okay. But like to like deceive somebody or to make them feel like they are wrong because you don't have it together. I mean, they don't have it together. The next two cards that came out is I will put you first. Please forgive me. And they are still very interested. They do feel like they want a second chance with you. So let's clarify. Because at this point, it is very much like, okay, what's really going on here? We'll start with you because this is a reading for you. So is Capricorn still interested? Yeah, you are. I do feel like you really did care for this person. You really do love this person. This is Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles energy, right? I think that you would be willing to forgive this person. Okay. Sorry. There's a lot of pentacles involved here, a lot of abundance. Sometimes what's holding us back in our abundance is our like unwillingness to be honest, right? Where it's just like, just be yourself. People will accept you for who you really are. This person cannot just like, okay, let me say, should they? I think you, can I just say here, Capricorn, you guys both got your card already, right? So this is Queen of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You guys are Capricorn. And then you guys also got here the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. which this person could be as well. But like, you guys are just very much a match. I think sometimes our egos can get in our way, like where we're afraid of rejection. So like we put on our best selves, but at the end of the day, like when we can be our true honest selves, that is when we can grow and thrive. And just like we should give people the benefit of the doubt and not expect them to like, they wouldn't expect you, like you wouldn't expect them to have it together. So why would you want, you know what I mean? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let me get advice and then I'll move on. We have boundless possibilities. You're standing on the edge. You're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experience. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. How to be accepted. This person really loves you. You make them feel like a child. I feel like this person sees like your effort as like, oh, it's just effortless. But I don't think that's true. I think that you do put a lot of effort into things. Like you work really hard for everything that you've had. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Okay, next we have Aquarius. We're like halfway. I don't know why these readings are seeming longer and longer every day. I don't know if you guys heard the AC just turned on because it's hot. Okay. Aquarius, you guys are next. Aquarius, you guys could be tired because I just feel really tired. I'm like ready to give up. Are you guys? That's the energy I'm feeling here. I can understand why you want to give up. We have running, walking away from a toxic situation. I have a surprise for you, and my family doesn't approve of my relationship with you, family drama. So this could be something your person is going through, or like you're going through. Is it your person? Yeah, or it could be both of you guys. Just take it however it resonates. I can understand why you're exhausted. I understand. It's a lot. And it's just like, what is going on here? I think you want to complete this cycle. Like you really want to finish this out. At the same time, it's just so draining. Okay. Okay, bottom of the deck is I took the easy way out. And I think that this person is used to like a runner chaser dynamic where like in the past, like that's what they were used to. So I don't know if like because this person literally, the first card is running, walking away from a toxic dynamic. This person is just like used to just always being on the move. Like that's what the love is to them, where it's like, okay, if you're not chasing me or if I'm not chasing you, then that's not really love. You don't really care about me. Kind of just like an outdated way of thinking. Mind you, everybody has gone through this way of thinking. Like it's not like this person is special in the way that they think. It is just very much so like them breaking out of this habit of thinking that 444 on the clock, where like maybe they're realizing now that stability is actually what really is the foundation of love, where like you like if someone really loves you, it will be a stable foundation. Which, why can't I speak? I don't know. I don't think this person knows how to speak to you. This person is trying to make healthy choices in love. They really are. I think they may be like realizing that when they hang out with you, it's like a different kind of vibe. I think that this person, has just a lot of trauma. And to be honest, it's not really fair for you to like have to deal with it. So I think that on a soul level that you guys aren't together because this person has to deal with their own stuff. Well, let's clarify. There is somebody here from your past that wants to offer you something, but they're keeping it to themselves. They're keeping this offer to themselves. Why? Because they still haven't fully walked away from a situation. Their family can get on them a lot about the definition of a real person for some reason. That's coming through strongly. Where, oh, this is your role. You have to play this role. Not true. Sometimes our families can be our number one like obstacle we have to overcome, because 100% I remember my parents were like, even just especially my mom would just be like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. And when I said absolutely not, that's when I broke that chain. Like my life started getting a lot better, because you are not going to tell me how to live my life, especially when I don't even, particularly when you don't want to even be on this planet. And then when you give up that like, okay, well, I have to do this, and you're just like, okay, fine, whatever. Your life gets a lot easier. Two of Cups, you meet your soulmate. And I mean that in a way where it's like, that's kind of crazy, where it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not making you happy anymore at the expense of my own happiness. And I hate to say it, where like that came through like in a way, like in my community, we lost a lot of people to I don't want to like get this censored, like where people were like offing themselves because they were so miserable, right? And it's because their parents wouldn't understand them and like would not like give them grace, like because you had people who were artists who wanted to like create art. Well, you're not really making money, right? So if you're not making money, stop doing this. And it got to the point where like, okay, if that's what you're putting their value on, and they actually, you know, did some things to themselves where they're not here on this planet anymore, and they kind of made them realize, okay, well, you know what, money isn't everything. Let's relax. Let's take a step back. And I know it hates that. I know it sucks like for that to actually have to be the case of why people will like actually appreciate their children, because when they're not there anymore. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, that's a whole nother story. We have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is just like this higher knowledge of like, there is a soulmate connection that you know of that you were just waiting for. And it's very much a soulmate connection. Like this person is a part of you. These people look like twins. So this person could look like you, or act like you, or like have the same mindset as you, where they're just like, I think that it'll be very easy for you guys to get along. I can't believe I'm only halfway through. Okay, we have advice. We have healing. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you are being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Okay, I'm gonna do Pisces, and then I think I'm gonna try to end it there. I don't know if I can go all, just because I know Jamaica, you're still here, right? And but hopefully you can get your reading. Or maybe I'll just take a break. Sitting down in a spot for 1 hour is not easy. Okay, let's do Pisces. Okay, Pisces, what do we have for you? Pisces, you guys are very calm about a situation. Okay, we have realizing their mistakes. So there could be somebody here who's realizing their mistakes. Interesting. There's somebody here who wants a new beginning here with you. They could be a Scorpio, doesn't have to be, but Scorpio did come out. But Scorpios are about like endings and new beginnings, right? This person, they want to cater to you. They're like, you deserve more than their efforts. I don't know if you really want this person anymore. I think that you are more so, maybe you want something new. Let's see what else. Oops, that's a lot. I'll take the first. This person is like manifesting that, that you guys will get back together. Like that's what their end goal is, where they're like, oh, can we please, well, they hope they run into an accident, right? So they're just very much like, they're not attracted to anybody else but you. I don't know if you're attracted to them though. I don't know if that's like where like they're trying, like maybe this person did something where, okay, I think this person listened to other people. They could have like had like sabotaged this relationship where it didn't work out, and like now they're coming back and they're like, oh, I'm so like, they want to apologize, but at the same time, like you're not attracted to them anymore because of the, like how they treated you. Like you're very much like reciprocal energy. Like this person didn't give you the energy that you gave them, and it's understandable. I feel like it's understandable. Can we clarify this here for Pisces? I'm telling you, this person wants a new beginning here. But do you want a new beginning with them? Let's see. Do you want, you do too. Okay. I see that. You guys, I do. This is someone that you could have known for a long time, or like just a past life connection. I think that you are hoping that this person realizes their mistakes, and that you are actually only had their best intentions, and that by calling out the people in their life that they were doing them wrong, it wasn't because you were trying to isolate them, but like you were serious, because there are incidents like that where like people will try to isolate you just like they could have you to themselves. That wasn't the case for you, Pisces. It's very much so like there were people in their life that were taking advantage of them, and you just don't want them to be taken advantage of. So I don't know if like, let's see what else we have here. I don't know, both of you guys want a commitment. I think that's in the future. I think you guys both do. Hi, D. Ah, that's a lot. Okay. We have Judgment came out twice. Sometimes like people can come into our lives where, for Judgment twice, where, okay, this person hurt you, and can you realize that mistake and like acknowledge that mistake where you went wrong, where they went wrong? Can they acknowledge that? And then at the same time, can you forgive that person for that mistake? I'm not saying you have to forgive everybody that does you wrong, but there are certain people in our lives that they come into because like we have to, like our egos are always being tested, where if you really do love this person and like they did something wrong, to an extent, like, you know, there's always an extent to things, guys, right? Like if someone is constantly doing you wrong over and over again, that's a pattern, that's a behavior, you have to walk away. I think this is like kind of like a one-off situation where like this person might have believed somebody that they should not have believed because they knew that they just, how can I say this? The other person knew how to get under their skin. And sometimes it's hard to like not trust somebody that you've known for 20 years, 20 plus years. That's coming through very strongly for some reason. Okay, let me get advice. We have a take the high road. You are at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It's now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you, Pisces, I'm going to pull 2 cards. 1 card if you forgive this person, and 1 card if you don't. Just to like get some clarity. Okay, so one card if Pisces forgives. Oops. Okay, and then one card if they don't. So I really do like it if you do forgive them, is because it's the Star card. I'm not holding it up because they don't have any clothes on, but it is very much like hope, forgiveness, but like faith, healing. It's just like a dream come true, essentially. That's what I take the Star card as. It's like your dream coming true. And then if you don't forgive them, we do have the Seven of Pentacles, which is like you are still waiting for whatever it is that you want to occur to still grow, which is fine. Let me get one more card. And it is also 7-7, like you are standing up for your beliefs as well. So I also feel like this person is hoping and wishing that you will forgive them. And like you are more so like you are willing to wait for like where you don't have to forgive someone right off the bat. You don't have to like have this extra baggage, which is fine. That's your personal belief. Like whatever it is that you want to accomplish, you can get that. Don't feel like you have to just because somebody else wants you to forgive them, that you have to forgive them. No, let me say this. Always forgive people, but do not you don't have to let them back into your life, right? Because you don't want to hold hate in your heart. Forgive them, want the best for them, but also just move on and want something better for yourself. That's understandable. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to take a little break because an hour later, we only are halfway done. So I will be back in like 5 minutes. I was like, I was gonna just start it over again and like do the rest tomorrow, but let's just get it all done today. And maybe I'll just take tomorrow off. If you guys are still here, if you haven't liked this video, please make sure you like this video. I don't know how I used to like go through hours of this. This is insane. I'm just getting older. Okay. Aries, you guys are next. Aries, what do we have for you? There's definitely some delays that you've been pushing off. Let's see. I love this. I do. I think there's somebody here that's really been wanting to like spoil you or like wanting to like show you life isn't supposed to be this hard. Sorry, my dog is going through it today. Well, this past week. Let me see what else we have here. Okay. This person, they really do appreciate you, Aries. They do love you. They feel like they feel like you are ashamed to be with them in public. Where it's like I don't know why, like you're not really showing them off. Maybe that's what it is. That's what's coming through. So they're just like, this is weird. They really do like you. They really do want to be with you, but they don't feel like you want to be with them. And I'm not saying that's not true. This is just how this person is feeling, right? This person at the bottom of the deck, you are so strong and beautiful. Thank you for being you. You are amazing. In general, this person is like, they love your attitude. They love like your insight about things. They just like love you in general. I don't think they would ever say that to your face. I think this person does have a big ego, where it's like, I think that this person might have like a lot of people attached to them as well, where like maybe they don't really have to express themselves. They don't really have to tell people how they feel, because it's just like, no, like, hey, if I'm with you, then obviously that means that I like you. I think, but I think in the opposite direction, like, you also have a lot of people who are attached to you. And so this person is kind of just like, where it's like, I think this person needs to hear it. I think this person needs to hear it from you, that you actually want to be with them, that you actually really want. Because like, I feel like this person might be holding their intentions back because they're not quite sure how you feel. But it is very much like this person, they adore you. I could say that for sure. Like, they really do adore you. But is adoration enough? Is that's what I'm feeling? Like, are you feeling, Aries, like, is that enough? Because I feel like you do have a lot of people that adore you. So there is something, what's holding you back? Because there's something here where, like, I'm not saying that you are embarrassed to be with this person. I feel like that's how this person feels. And so, like, maybe in the past, this person has been with people who were embarrassed to be with them. And so it gets to the point where, like, now they're passing on this, like, they're projecting that onto you. And I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just trying to explain how this person is seeing things. Two of Swords, yeah. And it's kind of just like up to you, like, whether or not you're going to feed into this person's insecurities. Because obviously it's not, I don't think it's right how this person is saying, like, well, in my past somebody was embarrassed to be with me, type of thing. But at the same time, I mean, giving a reassurance is like the least of, like, I honestly, can I just say, I don't really think a reassurance should be necessary. But sometimes it is like, how much do you really love this person? How much do you really care about this person? How much do you really want them to feel safe with you, knowing that they want to be with you? That's how it has to be weighed on. Where, like, if you really did care about this person as much as this person clearly doesn't want to be with you, because they have, I feel like you guys both have rosters. So it gets to a point where, like, how much do you guys really want to reassure each other? Because it does get to a point where, like, yeah, you should be confident in yourself, right? Like, if you, I'm just saying, everything is not the same for other people. So whatever works for you might not work for somebody else. Are you feeling like you need to end it? There's something here with the Strength card. Can I just say this? I think you need you need reassurance as well right now, Aries. Maybe you need reassurance yourself. Maybe you can't give reassurance to somebody when you are still seeking reassurance. That's kind of coming through. But with the Death and the Strength card here, where maybe you also don't feel like this person is the one for you. But maybe you don't have it in you to end it with this person. Why not? Like, there is something about, like, here about status. Yeah, there is, like, something here where, like, you get something from this person. That's what I'm getting. It is just like a certain status that you get from them, where it's like, okay, you do want to keep this connection alive, but is it really? I don't know. Do you really want to be with somebody who doesn't make you feel safe and secure? Not really. Queen of Pentacles, and there is some grounding here that you guys both need to take. Or maybe they need to take. What's overall connection? Please, one card here for the overall connection. King of Pentacles, I love this card for this, because it just makes so much sense, where it is both of you guys needing to come together. Like, overall connection, this could be a King of Pentacles. This could be, but King of Pentacles, it is very masculine, where, like, when, like, both of you guys don't want to express yourself, because that is kind of feminine. You guys are viewing it as feminine to express your feelings. We're like, hey, I need you to, just let me know or reassure me that I am the one for you. We're the only one for you, right? Like, you're not even asking for just being the one, but just for, at this time and period, can I be the only one? And that's like bottom of the barrel stuff, I understand. Oh, the way that I'm trying to justify having feelings or like having wants or needs is telling me right now that this is not the relationship for me. Because there's no way you're making me feel like I have to justify wanting to feel loved and cared about and wanting to be like, hey, I love you. You're so beautiful. You're so this, you're so that. You're the only one for me. And to like feel like I'm begging for that. That's insane. This energy right here is twisted. That makes a lot of sense. 5 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck is like, you will always feel like no matter what, like whatever this person is giving you is never enough, because there might be like some unhealed energy here. Anything else? There is, but can we fix it now? I'm just like, there's a lot. It is the 2 of Wands and the Star here. Just some advice, I will say this, where it's like, if you can't get that reassurance from yourself, you're not going to be able to get it from somebody else. So, but also too, acknowledging that when you do get that reassurance from yourself, like you love yourself, you think that you're beautiful, you think that you are one of a kind, you think that you are a generous human being, that people love and appreciate you, you're not going to tolerate disrespect or like people who don't appreciate that from you, right? Because you know what you have to offer. And that's all I'm going to say. Where like you're going to stop questioning yourself. Let's get advice. There's definitely somebody here trying to hold you back. I'm feeling it like in my right hand. God, that's crazy. Can you please let that go? I'm going to have to clean this, like clear this room after this. Yeah, 111 on the clock. We have caring connections. A new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. It could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. Do not let your past rob you from an experience from your future. Your past happened for a reason. You learn from them. You learn from your mistakes. Do not let that hinder you from your new relationship. Okay. I need to sage, and I have to open the door, so give me a second. Sometimes I be picking up on some like really weird, crazy energies, and it's just let it out the door. Does not belong here. Okay, I'll do one sign with the window open. I mean the door open. So, Taurus, just to let go of the energy. And then I'll close it when I get to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, how are we feeling? There's definitely this like stuck here. Like I feel like maybe you feel stuck in a relationship or in a situationship. I can hear the outside getting even louder and louder. So like they could feel like other people in your ears about this relationship. Yeah, we have blocked in the reverse. Big ego and opposites attract. Also, I took the easy way out. Things are hiding. The sun revolves around you and them. Which that makes sense. Can I just say, the energy that I'm feeling right now, this person definitely will make things like either your fault all the way, like when something goes wrong, it's always your fault, or if things go right, it's always their right. That's how I'm kind of seeing it. That's a lot. You guys could be going through a lot with this person. This person, I just feel like they have a lot of excuses, Gemini. And while we love... Sorry. What, fellas, I hope I run into you into an accident. On accident. But, like, we can always appreciate somebody who is... Oh, it didn't happen because of this and that. Like, and I guess that's an excuse. I guess it's a reason. But it gets to a point where, like, they're using it in their everyday life. So if something didn't happen, this person is very good at, like, using that in their everyday life. Let's say you went to the grocery store, they didn't have tomatoes. You really wanted tomatoes. I guess it wasn't really meant to be. Okay, whatever. And then it's like, okay, you ask this person to go do something. And they're just like, oh, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. It's something along that line where just, like, they don't like to take accountability. They're very used to it, just, like, letting things go, or, like, they don't have to take accountability. This person here, I think that you could have been with them for a minute, like a very long time. We do have friends with benefits that came out, and friends with benefits kind of reminds me of, like, when you're living with somebody and it's just like a roommate situation, because I don't have that card in this deck. I should probably make one, but that's my card for this right now, where you guys are like our roommates. So it's just like, okay, we could pay the bills together, we could do this, we could do that. It's not very satisfying for everybody, for anybody. So there could be children involved as well. Maybe not, where I don't know. Okay, but that came through. But there is definitely, like, where this thing where this, maybe you and your families don't approve of each other, because that did come out. And then we also have hanging out with my friends feels better than hanging out with you, which is like a hurtful dig. I feel like this is very hurtful. I don't even want to show it to you, because why would you say that? Like, when you're in a relationship, that should be like your best friend, the people like you love hanging out with all the time. I think relationships have been very twisted nowadays to make it seem like, oh, I'm in a relationship, I'm having some, like, I've made it, like, I'm married, I've made it. And it's very much so, like, very toxic, because that's not the end game of a relationship. In the past, at least, when you get married, it's like married for a business perspective, or absolutely not. Where sorry, I'm just like, they're just like saying things. I'm just like, no, that's ridiculous. But you get married for a reason. Like, you don't have like a choice in the matter. So like, but also too, you cannot get divorced. You couldn't get divorced. And it's just like, okay, you're stuck with this person. This person could be a bad human being. They could, hit on you. They could not give you any financial autonomy. They could, like, be doing all this stuff that isn't right. But like, at the same time, oh, I'm still married. It sounds cuckoo. It sounds ridiculous. And I feel like maybe that's how you're feeling. And I feel like maybe that's what you're battling right now, Gemini. You're battling someone right now who are just like, well, at least I'm still married. Or at least this. Like, you know what I mean? Doesn't make it right. Just because it's the law does not make it right. Slavery was once, that was in the law. That doesn't make it right. Women's not having not even extra rights, but rights in general does not mean it was right. Like, I can't believe we have to explain this. I can't believe we have to really go through this. This has to be a man. This has to be a man that, like, well, never mind. There are some crazy women out there too. So let's just continue on, which is crazy work to me, because, like, if you're a woman and you believe in this, it's because you have the option or the opinion, like, to be able to believe in this. Because if you are really under a household like where women didn't have beliefs, you would not have this belief system. Can we clarify this here, please? Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay, Taurus, you guys have been through a lot. So much. More than anybody can, like, would want to ever go through. At the end of the day, this... I hate to say this, but this is only gonna make you more emotionally stronger. I know we don't want to hear that. I know that we would, like, prefer, like, we can just meet our match. At the end of the day, sometimes we just have to take the lessons and move on. And I'm gonna leave that at that. That's all I'm gonna say. We have self-love. You are worthy and deserving of all the abundance in the universe. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. Yeah, because this person, let me tell you, they have a lot of beliefs, but they lack empathy. And that's what it is. When people lack empathy, when they cannot put themselves in somebody else's shoe, what is that then? Like, okay. I'm going to close the door and then... Okay, we're almost there. Just 3 more signs. Gemini. Was that Gemini I was reading for or for Taurus? Oh my god, that's gonna irritate me. I'm so irritated. Let me see. Okay, so I am going to read this as Gemini. Taurus, that was for you. I apologize that I said that wrong. Okay, Gemini. There's definitely somebody here still pulling on your energy. They still want to know what's going on with you. They might not have, like, they might be, like, pulling on your information. Like, I don't know if you guys have, like, mutual friends or whatever, but they're definitely asking these people about you. They act like they're okay, but they're not. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person could be messing. We're dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius or something in their chart. They could have that in their chart. This person here is, to me, they're very, I'm going to say this politely. I do feel like, I don't like to say this because it's not very polite, but I'm just going to say it. There's a third party situation here. Third party doesn't have to necessarily mean like they are sleeping with this person or whatever, but there is just like some other person here that's taking away from their time and energy from you. So that could also be a mother, a father, a child. I don't want to say child. That's obviously children should get the majority of the affection from the parent, but there is just like some other entity or being here taking energy away from you that is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this entity is very much powerful. They have like a strong hold on your person. There is like, I feel like both of your angels are watching over you. I don't know if you've already stepped away from this person. Let's see. Have you already stepped away from this person? No. You're very much tied to this person. And there might be a child involved, because I do feel like I said that earlier, where there was like a child involved, where I don't know if this person is using that child against you to make it seem like, hey, you have to be with me in order to be with this child. It's kind of vindictive in a little bit of a way, where like this person wasn't even acting right. There's literally someone else involved. But also it could be like their parents. They could be like their parents telling you like, hey, no, you have to be with Gemini because that is what's right. This person, can I just say like this person, they like to let people tell them what to do, but they would never listen to you. So this is someone that they hold to a higher authority. So I feel like this is a parent. It has to be a parent. They've never told their parents no. Can you imagine never telling your parents no? But it's just like, yeah, Tower. And the Star card, where this person doesn't realizing in order to get their dreams come true, they have to end something. And that is this toxic relationship with their family. Anything else here? One more and I'll get advice. High Priestess. I think you know this. I think it's already been established. I think you've already told this person how you feel about their family. At the same time, it's not your responsibility. It's not your job to like, you know, make them become an adult. Can we clarify this here? I mean, advice here for Gemini. We have shame. You've carried this burden. You've carried this burden for far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. I think this is more advice for your person. Shame is an interesting construct where like I feel like adults will use shame, especially for like little children, to like make them behave right? But really does not make them behave right as children, because as children we don't carry shame. We carry shame as an adult. So all the shame that our parents told us that we should be carrying, guess what? Because it's like spell work. And when that happens, where it's like you're speaking it onto your child, you should be ashamed of this, you should be ashamed of that. And guess what? They might not be ashamed of it then because what the fuck? No. But when they get older, guess what they do become ashamed of? Whatever it is that their parents said that they should be. And they have to work through that. They're breaking that spell work. Okay, almost there. Cancer. Cancer, there's definitely like this energy. I know this is a little love reading, like maybe like you're feeling like no one's stopping me. That's what I'm feeling. So that's how I feel like you're feeling. No one's stopping you from like this love connection. Oh, I miss you so much. So I feel like you do very much miss somebody. I feel like you're trying your hardest, like get back into a connection with this person. We have a lot happening here. Okay, so if we have giver taker, this separation is killing me. I've been hurt before and always fighting, judging you. I don't know if you feel like this person is judging you, or like you feel like, are you judging this person? I think you judge this person. I think your first impressions of this person, you judge them offhandedly. Okay, I don't know why someone doesn't want to admit that, but like that's what I'm getting. Like there was some judgment here. You judge this person, and now it's like you want to take it back. Maybe you're ashamed of the way that you judge this person. You would never tell this person though that. You would never tell them that. That's fine. You don't have to. I'm just like, there's very defensiveness here. Like I can feel a defensiveness where you're just like, I don't know. You're not with this person. I don't know did you hurt this person? Yeah, I think maybe you hurt this person. I don't think you meant to hurt this person, but it's okay to acknowledge that you did. I think that this, like the way that you feel like you hurt this person might not even be in the sense that you feel like it is. I think that you are making it bigger in your head than it actually really is, and that's on you. That's all I can say. I don't think this person judges you at all. I think you judge yourself. But Cancers, you guys are such kind people, So what is this here? Like, what this person has you acting outside of yourself. Can we clarify? We have 5 of Pentacles. I think that we keep going back and round, where there needs to be some forgiveness. I think maybe on your end, where forgive yourself. You are human. You make mistakes. The fact that you are still thinking about this person means that either not enough time has passed, or this person is really a significant person in your life. So just let that be known, because like we all make mistakes, we all go through things, and after a few months or a few years, like you either move on or you don't. And if you don't move on, then there's a reason why, and like maybe you need to confront them. But okay, what is this? Knight of Wands. You're not really sure if this person feels the same way anymore about you. And then we have the Devil and the Knight of Cups. Because this offer, I feel like if you offer this person, they're going to look at you like, why are you offering it to me now? Like, what switched? What changed? So there is a lot of hesitation, I want to say, on your part. How does this person feel about you? One card, please. Just one. They feel like you missed out on an opportunity. They do. Well, what can you do, right? Like, what else? Step into your own power. I think that this person just wants you to step into your power and to, like, you know, realize your mistakes and, like, just take your power back. Sometimes we can give our powers away unknowingly, especially, like, if you are having, what is it? Intercourse with people, or entertaining people, like where like you're feeding off of their admiration or whatever like that. Not saying it's natural, people do it all the time, but like you have to like be able to feed yourself or sustain yourself, or like not need external validation. Let me get advice, and I'm moving on because it's Leo next. That's the last sign. Okay, we have obligation. Stop telling yourself you should. When you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself, you stop your flow of abundance. You don't have to do anything. You can stay at home and do nothing. You can meet somebody nice out and like not want anything to do with them, and you don't owe them anything. So just be aware. Finally, Leo. Leo, what do we have for you? There's so many people checking for you, Leo. Like, I don't think you realize. Interesting. This person will never tell you that they're actually really checking for you. So they're very much like used to like staying in the shadows. They're very much like telling anybody or anybody else how they feel besides you, which is counterproductive, let's say that, because what can anybody else do? Let me say this, because this person thinks very highly of you, Leo. I could say that. They appreciate you. They love you. They think you're so beautiful. As a Leo, you bring a lot of light into their life. Let me just say this right here. This person has a lot in their life that they're not willing to admit to. Like, I can say that. I don't want to say that it could be lies or secrets, but it's more so like they keep it hidden. They're very much like, they like to keep things in the dark, where it's like they feel like it's not your business, which is, I guess, reasonable. But like, if you are romantically interested in someone, like, you should be an open book with them. I don't think this person is willing to be an open book to anybody. So don't take it personally. This person, if they could be open to anybody, it would be you. But they're just not at that space, like that headspace yet, right? This person, Ace of Cups, I'm telling you, like, they want a beginning here with you. They tell their friends about you. They've been shown pictures about you. Like, if you guys follow each other on social media, they could like have told their friends about you as well. but it's gotten to a point, but they can't be honest with you. Why? Okay, so it's gotten to the point like this person is very good at hiding their secrets. I don't know if it's like a secret love child or like a secret whatever. I don't know. They're not going to tell me. I'm not meant to know, because this person is very good at keeping things to themselves. But at the same time, this person they just think very highly of you. Is that enough for you though? Kinda. Yes and no, I could say that, where it's like you do appreciate how this person like pays attention to you, but you can definitely feel like this person is hiding things from you. 10 of Wands and the Emperor. So it's really up to you. So what I'm gonna do, just because I'm moving things a little bit quickly, you guys are the last signs of today, I'm going to pull 2 cards. 1 card if you pursue this relationship, and 1 card if you don't. Can we get 1 card if they pursue? Okay, and then 1 card if they don't. Okay, so this person, let me tell you, they really want you to pursue. They do. But I'm going to say this because I noticed this. So this person wants you to, like, they want you to see them as someone who is very mature, King of Pentacles energy, right? Somebody, they could be a Taurus, or they could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, heavy on the Pisces. They don't have to be, but it is definitely like this energy here of, I'm pretty sure this is also Venus. Hold on, let me see. Jupiter. Let me make sure. Jupiter. So Jupiter could also be Sagittarius. And then we also have Mars, which is Cancer. So doubles Cancer. So we have these energies of like this person, that this is how they want to perceive themselves, as someone who is very much like, this is what they want with you. At the same time, can I just say this? If you are not sure, because if you don't accept it, where it's like, this is the Hierophant, which is, this is higher. It's like a priestess, like a priest, where someone who is knowing of like people's games and whatnot, right? Where what is it that you actually really want? Do you want someone who's going to hide things from you and then eventually maybe you'll figure it out? Or do you want someone who, I'm giving this person compassion because I feel like they're asking for compassion, because I think that they feel like you would judge them. At the same time, that is not their decision to make. They should be honest with you. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to get my advice for you, and I'm moving on, because that's the last one. Can we get advice here, please? 1. We have take the high road. You are at an impasse with a relationship or a situation. It is now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. I definitely feel like this person here is trying to put their best foot forward and try to make them seem like there's something. I don't know if they are this or not. That's not going to come through because they're really good at hiding themselves. At the same time, you have to take things into consideration, which is like the facts. So what are the facts here, Leo? Where is this person behaving in the type of manner that you'd want a partner to behave, or are they just making excuses? Okay, that's it. I'm ending it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are still here, please make sure you guys like this video, comment, subscribe, share, all of that. It'll be timestamped down below. If you guys would like to purchase a reading, that information is also available. And I will probably see you guys back on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to come back tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a good night.